Christmas?
I'm still drunk.
Are you at liberty to say how much you spent on one night out?
Oh, you just... No! Because it makes it sound like I got loads of money. I spent over £200 on Sambuca and old fashions, and you can't do that on the Isle of Wight. That's not possible. Frosty Jack's is £3 a bottle.
That's the price of the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, right.
Happy 2020.
Happy 2020.
Order is restored. Here is your news. We have the backstage reaction and the ratings from the Monday Night Raw wedding. The NXT Year End Award winners have been announced. And CM Punk has commented on WWE crowd sizes. We'll get to that soon. Love a good wrestling wedding.
It was a hell of a wrestling wedding. Jesus Christ. Graded, I missed it this week.
Oh,
I'm really gutted. Yeah, I really am. In a way.
I was in the office and I was tempted just to turn it on and just spend 4 hours talking about the wedding, but decided to not. So we've got a bit of reaction to the wedding from backstage. Right at the top of the tree, Mr. Vince McMahon has cast his thoughts on the wedding.
That's right, reports are saying that Vince was very happy with how everything played out with the wedding. Closing Monday night's show, according to a new report from Paul Davis of WrestlingNews.co. The storyline is reportedly planned to continue for several weeks or months at the moment. But you know what? There's a reason for that happening, really, because the ratings were very, very strong indeed. Lana tweeting that it was the highest rated part of the show, up 40% from other segments. She says, I hate to rub it in my haters and naysayers' faces right now, but my wedding on #Raw was the highest part of Monday Night Raw and the highest ratings of the year. Is that right? Is she healing it up? Is that right?
Citation needed.
Yeah. #Lana and Lashley wedding. #Lana. #moving the needle. Yeah. What did you think of the wedding, Thomas?
Well, first of all, I think only in wrestling when your wedding being ruined can give you reason to gloat on Twitter.
Yeah, that's
only in wrestling.
Yeah, it's not very in character, that is it?
No, I thought it was.
People like me.
I feel like if the match made in heaven at SummerSlam had been like this, I'd have been far more intrigued by it. I thought it was sounds like the start of a film. A very wrestling wedding.
It was a very the most wrestling wedding of all, I would argue.
The Liv Morgan appearance was a pleasant surprise. Intrigued as to what that was all about. Mm-hmm. Rusev coming out of the cake. I think that sadly they missed the big reveal.
Yeah, I agree.
That was my only concern.
I agree. That was your only concern. That was his only concern.
Everything else was fine.
Sure.
Do you know what? It was a wrestling wedding. It was a wrestling wedding.
Yeah, what were we to expect?
Yeah.
We complain because it's too silly, too out there, but it was a wrestling wedding.
I'm upset that halfway through the wedding, flipping Okada and Omega didn't have an hour time limit draw. Like, what do you expect from a wrestling wedding?
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to seeing where it goes. I don't want to say that I'm invested in the storyline, but I like silly wrestling bollocks, so yeah, fine.
Wrestling is at its best when it's inherently bollocks.
Yeah. Let's
be honest with you. So CM Punk had some thoughts to make about the wedding as well, didn't he?
He did. What did he? Oh, Punk tweeted, WWE needs to hire people who actually understand what representation means to the audience they're trying to reach. But what do I know? I'm a bear. I suck the heads off fish. He's referring to being a sports fan, not a different bear.
It's from a TV show called Kiss Bang Bang, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
I had to look this up, so I'm an uncultured hick.
Is this what the reference is there? The little YouTube link that you've included?
In my notes this morning, I put brackets for ref and then a link to the YouTube video, just in case people want to know.
Which we're going to show now? No, we're not.
No, we're not. We'll get a telling off.
You know what? A few people were very critical of this. Joey Ryan took to Twitter as well, saying that they basically don't understand their audience. If the big reveal as being like a lesbian angle or a woman who's interested in another woman is the big thing, that they don't understand their millennial audience or their younger fans, and I think that's a fair point to make. But also, it's just been silly soap opera bollocks from the beginning. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I agree with Ryan and Punk here. If the joke is, haha, women are in love, that's crap. I'm not sure that's what it is. I think it's just more drama.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't go to town on the whole. Like, you didn't.
They will. Next week, I'm going to eat my words massively.
I wonder whether when Liv Morgan and Lana started brawling, whether somebody just looked away to Jerry Lawler and went, "Don't say a word." From a wrestling wedding to a wrestling wedding.
But it's a real one.
It's a a real one this time. Congratulations to Manuel Alfonso Andrade and Ashley Flair, aka Andrade and Charlotte.
Andrade and Charlotte are engaged.
Yay!
Andrade tweeting out, quite simply, she said "see," which means yes. Don't say you never learn anything here on the Cultaholic Morning News. Prior to this, Charlotte posted a picture with him earlier in the night, and they're just so happy together. They're so in love. There's that picture. She said last year we were using Google Translate for hashtag New Year's. Happy New Year's. Because he's been learning English and he's coming on leaps and bounds. They just seem so in love, don't they? I love seeing their Twitter game.
Do you think he had that? I think he had the best wrestling Christmas. He won the US title on Boxing Day.
He did.
In Madison Square Garden against Rey Mysterio, and now he has won the arm of a lovely lady.
I want to go to those bloody Boxing Day MSG shows. I want to live in New York to go to those. They get title change. It's not just a house show. It's the spiritual home of the WWE. Lucky bastards.
Congratulations to Andrade and Charlotte. Lovely times. So AEW Dynamite was live last night to kick off the year. Jack will be along later on with AEW Graded. NXT, meanwhile, had themselves a cheeky little awards night.
I love an awards night. It's no Slammies, but it's up there still. And we're going to run down all of the winners because there's no graded today because there's basically nothing to grade.
I can grade the speeches.
Yeah.
All A's.
Because they'll ask for it. Yeah, no NXT graded next week for that. AEW graded later. So let's run them down. The NXT Tag Team of the Year is the Undisputed Era.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, that's obvious. NXT Male Competitor of the Year, Adam Cole.
That goes without saying. Like even in the last quarter, he had a standout year. In just the last quarter alone.
He's done it all. He's just fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Female Competitor of the Year, Shayna Baszler. Again, completely deserved.
Easy money.
NXT Rivalry of the Year, Gargano Cole.
In a minute, I went, hang on, Gargano champ for surely. Then I realised, no, that was last year. Yeah, but what I love about this is that Adam Cole was supplanted into that role when Ciampa got injured. So he had to kind of sort of pick up the pieces a little bit of that. So for them to assemble the Rivalry of the Year, I think it's brilliant. Excellent work.
Future Star of the Year, aka who's getting a big push, is Dakota Kai. Well deserved again.
Yeah, Kai's only really coming to her own in the last month or so with this heel run. I've been enjoying that on NXT, and I'm excited to see more.
These are a lot more crowd pleasing than some of the lists that we've had going up in the last 7 days.
Just a little bit.
The
more.
Wrestler of the Decade one. It was a vote, right? I just want to get this out there because it was a vote. It was democracy. We all know democracy doesn't work. Look at the last few weeks here in the UK. But I had Cena at number 2. Cena didn't make the top 10. He was my number 2 of the decade. And they all thought, oh, Cena, of course he's going to get in. I won't bother putting him. I'll put a Carter in.
Amazing.
Oh,
amazing.
So annoying. And I get the flack because it's my voice.
I haven't looked at the comments. Are people very cross?
Look at the dislike button.
Oh, poor off.
Right. Takeover of the Year, NXT Takeover War
Games. I thought it was a good show. I don't know whether there were better.
I think the WrestleMania weekend show was better. Was it? I'm not sure on that one. Recency bias. NXT Breakout Star of the Year. Keith Lee. NXT Match of the Year. Gargano Cole 2 out of 3 Falls match. Takeover New York, which I think was the best takeover. Yeah,
I think that should have been. The takeover of the year.
And the overall competitor of the year, once again, how many has he won here? 4?
Oh, he's got them
cleaned
all.
up.
Cole, baby.
Fair play. I think they're good.
I think
they're really strong, though.
Very strong.
I think there's one wrong, but that's not bad, is it?
Which one do you think's wrong?
John Cena, honourable mention. It wasn't my fault.
Bobby Lashley, but not Bobby Lashley. Shut up, you've missed that. CM Punk took to Twitter. He's been quite fiery on Twitter over the last couple of days.
He has.
You know, his nice Christmas dinner, and now he's woken up, and now he's ready to kick WWE in the bum again.
More so than on WWE Backstage, where he's paid to be controversial. Say some things, Punk. We've got news videos to make here.
Let us have controversial things from you, CM Punk. What did he say on Twitter, Adam?
What did he say? So basically, he was talking about WWE crowd sizes. So somebody on Twitter posted an old picture with a message on. There was an old episode of SmackDown where CM Punk sold a beating until every fan had left the arena. So he's just laid in the ring there for absolutely ages. And then Punk reposted the image with a caption, "Would have to wait a lot less now."
Oh!
their crowds aren't as big, basically, and it's all tarped off. Just a fun little thing there from CM Punk. I don't think there's too much to analyse there. He's just having a little go, isn't he?
But one thing they do need to do is run less shows in 2020. Back in '94, I think it was. When the house show business was falling off a little bit, they just decided, let's just run less house shows, but make them feel more important. And you look at like the WrestleMania Revenge tour, like the house show run they did. Every night was packed. Almost every night was packed. It was '94. It was still a weird time. I genuinely think if they cut back on the amount of shows they were doing, they get more. Less is more. I still think running like house shows in back of nowhere, South Kagalagi.
Yeah, I
gonna
agree.
Sell.
I agree if they do the house show there and then 30 miles down the road, which they've done in recent years. Like, they're very, very close. But other than that, I don't know. They're still making money.
Are they though?
Oh, the quarterly reports came out and they weren't for that quarter, but previously they had been. Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're still going. They won't let up on them. They won't.
Nah.
They've just been doing it for a long, long time. The international tours make a fortune.
Incidentally, for Christmas, Santa brought me tickets to NXT UK tapings in York.
Oh!
So if you're there, I'll be in the tarped off bit so you can't see me.
Oh, Raw's in Newcastle as well.
What?
That's the first time in ages. I think it's May.
That is legit news. That is amazing. Are we doing a run-in? AJ Hazard's doing a run-in! After you... Oh, this is it, right?
Oh,
you're winning the
God.
Rumble. You're winning the Rumble.
And then, oh, God.
You'll win the Rumble. You'll win at Mania, but you'll lose it before... You'll lose it around... You'll lose it like 2 weeks later, but then they'll do like big homecoming for Adam in Newcastle. Right, move that. Right, big homecoming for Adam in Newcastle when he defies the odds. He defeats the Big Show, Braun Strowman, and Shorty G in one night. Don't turn it off! I'm booking. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Cultaholic. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.